Okay, so once you've got your password and everything set up and you're ready to go, the first thing you're going to want to do is to come into the system here, and as you can see for mine, I have these names: wholesaler. These people are wholesalers. The person is from help who I have it's called help and services. So people who provide some sort of service. My buyers, people who are in my mentorship, Astro Flippers. So family, I have friends, all categorized differently. So this helps me keep tabs on who these people are, because you don't remember, you just reached out to this new wholesaler and he's got this cool deal and you're interested in it. You're not going to remember the person's name a lot of times. It just helps you narrow it down, and you can narrow it down further with the tags: state tag, city tag. That's usually how I'm doing things in my system. You can do things differently, and then you can come in and then you can search by the tags here in these filters, these filter areas. You can exclude selected labels as well if you do that. I tend not to use these because sometimes it gets clunky. This works pretty well if you want to do unread. It says beta, but I feel like it works pretty well. So all these are my unread messages, and I got quite a few of them. Good thing it doesn't show a number, because it'd probably be astronomical. But that is what it is. So you can use these filters here. But this video is how to create the tags and the labels. More importantly, the labels, because that is the big thing that you see here. You can colorize them and everything. We'll do that we'll go to our G. Remember, we saved the G on this section here in the last video. We will come to the G here, and this is where they are created. You can basically not, I'm going to delete that one because I wanted to create that one for this video. And what you would just basically do is I'll say, okay, junk removal. So that is a category that I want, because a label that I want, rather, because every once in a while someone needs junk removed from a property, or we need junk removed, and we need to be able to categorize those people if those people are people that we met in Facebook. And if you're in the Facebook groups like I am, you're going to run into these sorts of people as well. So I categorize everybody. As you can see, I have a lot of wholesalers, a good amount of realtors in here, and from that we could just go add, and you'll see it goes right here, right beside assholes and idiots, and then you can change the color here. So say we want this to be, I'm doing something wrong here. Let's say we want it to be no, let's say kind of a clay color, brown. You're removing junk, so brown sounds like a good color to me. Just click out and it's there. Okay, and you can move these things around if you want them somewhere else. The people I tend to speak to the most are not my friends. So they stay at the bottom usually. I'm talking to a lot of wholesalers, not talking to a lot of software clients right now, but this is how you would organize it. And I've made some mistakes, I would say, in the past when I've used mine. I have virtual wholesalers, which is virtually I have no need for this anymore, because they can all go in the wholesaler section, and I just tag them as needed with where they're bringing their properties from, right? So buyers, the same thing. So there used to be buyers like NC buyers, and so you can use this however you want, but this is just the way that I'm using it. This is the way I prefer to use it. Next, you have labels, and you would do that kind of the same way. You come into labels here, I'm sorry, tags rather, and as you can see, we have these tags, and as you can see, I don't use the tags as much as I probably should. Some of these tags can go, and this is how you delete it if you needed to go. But they all come into your system. I tend to put, like, North Carolina is close to Carolina blue as I can get it. And then I just put the different cities from that. When I was in Texas, I had Texas as yellow, Florida as orange, so on and so forth. So you can just you just enter the name just like you would with the other one, and say, okay, city. Just had a property there, so I'm going to say city Randleman, and add that. So that will show up at the bottom. It is North Carolina, so I'm going to go to that Carolina blue color. Then I'm going to move it up with the rest of the North Carolina stuff. Oh, I went too far. Where was the North Carolina? So I'll move it somewhere in here. Okay, boom. And that's how you do that. So that is how you're adding tags and labels. And then once you have the tags and labels, once you see a person, let's see who this person is. I believe this person is a wholesaler. We're going to check my posting group. I'm just trying to work with other wholesalers on their dead leads to see if I can convert them. Okay, this person is a creative financer. So I have a label for that. So that is basically how you label folks, and how labeling works, and how you can keep people organized with labels.